We're hoping to see Mission Impossible 8 next summer, but don't get too enthusiastic about seeing Ethan Hunt again in 2024. There is still some filming to be done for the sequel to Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. Filming won't be allowed to resume until the actors' strike is resolved, even though the writers' strike is technically over. Mission Impossible the 7th of May be having trouble at the box office, but Dead Reckoning Part 2 will still go forward even if it is postponed. Although writer-director Chris McQuarrie is not entirely certain that this is Ethan Hunt's last mission, it may be. Whether or not this marks the conclusion of the series, Mission Impossible 8 will bring to a close the epic two-part narrative that began with Dead Reckoning Part 1. Will Ethan and the IMF crew end world hunger? We believe it is probable. Here is all the information you need to know about the upcoming Mission Impossible film while we wait to find out how the story ends. Dead Reckoning 2 release date. When can we expect Mission Impossible 8? Currently, Mission Impossible 8 is scheduled to hit theaters on June 28, 2024, although as previously indicated, this could change. After a pause to promote Mission Impossible 7, it was said that filming on the new movie began in March 2022 and was scheduled to resume in July 2023. The SAG-AFTRA strike prevented that from happening, and it's unclear how much still needs to be filmed. Depending on how long the strike lasts, Paramount may have no choice but to postpone the release of the film. Dead Reckoning 2 cast, who's coming back in Mission Impossible 8. Although Ethan Hunt will, of course, return in Mission Impossible 7, there were still some casualties. Luther Stickell and Benji Dunn, two of Ethan's longtime IMF associates, will return, but Rebecca Ferguson's Ilsa Faust won't because she was slain by Gabriel, who won't be appearing. Although it's always possible that Ilsa isn't genuinely dead, the way McQuarrie has been defending the contentious scene and the way we felt about her make us believe that she is. That character dies in a very heroic manner. It is not, under any circumstances, a throwaway item. It's a good and brave death, he declared. The hardest thing to find for a character, in my opinion, is that Grace, who at the conclusion of Mission Impossible 7 accepts the decision to join the IMF, will be played by Haley Atwell once more, and Vanessa Kirby's Alana Mitsopoulos, dubbed the White Widow, will continue to wreak havoc for Ethan. After being stabbed by Gabriel, it appeared like Palm Clementif's Paris would not live, but she is still alive at the end after saving Ethan and Grace, so anticipate her return and support the good guys the next time. Along with Greg Tarzan Davis's Dagoth, Henry Czerny's Kittredge, She-YM's Jasper Briggs, and others will all return. However, Cary Elwes won't be appearing as Denlinger again because Gabriel killed him after discovering the location of the Sevastopol. In Mission Impossible 8, Rolf Saxon, who played CIA analyst William Donlow in the previous film, makes a welcome return. He was moved to Alaska, which is beneficial because it is close to the location where the Sevastopol submarine is submerged in ice. Mark Gatiss, Charles Parnell, Janet McTeer, Hannah Waddingham, and Lucy Chalugarjuk will all be making their series debuts in the upcoming film, but we don't yet know what characters they'll be playing or how significant a part each of them will play. However, we do know that Nick Offerman will be portraying someone by the name of Sidney, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, and Mindhunter's Holt McCallany will be playing Secretary of Defense Bernstein. Dead Reckoning 2 plot. What can we expect from Mission Impossible 8? Although Mission Impossible 8 doesn't yet have an official plot, we can already guess how the next film will start. While Gabriel is the game's antagonist, it's safe to claim that the true enemy, often referred to as the Entity, is an all-powerful AI. Since the creature has the ability to manipulate digital data and has already gained access to the global intelligence network, whomever controls it effectively has control over the entire planet. The US government created the thing, and they tested it out on the Sevastopol, a Russian submarine, just to see if it could tell them where the stealth submarine was. Naturally, the thing snapped and obliterated the submarine. The Entity's source code is kept on the Sevastopol, and a cruciform key is required to access it. Fortunately, Ethan possesses the key, and at the conclusion of Mission Impossible 7, Paris informs him that he must locate Sevastopol. Despite not knowing its location, Ethan plans to locate it in order to eliminate the creature, which can only be done at its source. Gabriel, who is carrying out the Entity's instructions and, obviously, the Entity does not want to be destroyed, will be attempting to stop him. Mission Impossible 8 will be based on this conflict between Ethan and Gabriel because Ethan is aware that Gabriel is aware of the location of Sevastopol. Although we anticipate there will be a great deal more espionage, this is at least where the following film will begin. Due to his station in Alaska, which is close to where the sub is buried in the Bering Sea, it explains why Donlow returns to the series. Though it was his fault that Donlow ended himself in Alaska in the first place, Ethan had better hope that he doesn't harbor resentment. Dead Reckoning 2 trailer. Any Mission Impossible 8 footage yet? Despite the fact that Mission Impossible 8 has been filming, we have yet to see any footage from the movie, and if work has not yet resumed, we may not till later this year. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more.